All right, welcome back to Market Day Report. I am Scott Shelley, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. Thank you very much for tuning in. If that's what you're doing, if you've been with us all day, that's my job, is to make you stay. And the news of the day is it's bow tie, National Bow Tie Day today. I don't know why that's appropriate, but I just felt like that might be something I'd throw out there. How about throwing some corn prices out at you? Let's take a look at that corn board, all right? 12.25 cents higher in SEP. That's 6.81 last. 1.75 cents off the high, so that's a pretty strong board as we see there. And Dees made it through that 666 level to 680.5, which is up 16.25 cents on the day. So a good strong corn board, right? Let's take a look at soybeans. Soybeans are not as strong. Actually, they're just as weak as the corn is strong. We've got September down 27.5 cents on some decent rains. 15.77 is last. While no, the new crop, it gave up that 14.50 handle, and now we're down around 14.39. That's off 22.25 cents in soybeans. Novi. All right, let's take a look at Chicago wheat. The wheat in Chicago is up 38.5 cents in September to 8.23.25. While the March, that's the middle of the deferreds, that's still up 39.5 cents. That's one of the leaders. 8.61 even is last, and that is a new high. How about hard red wheat in Kansas City? The Kansas City HRW, the SEP contract there, up 34.75 cents to 9.18 even. That is a new high. March is up 35.25 cents to 9.16.5, and that is a new high. So this is a good time to be looking at these wheat prices. Let's see what spring wheat's got for us here. In Minneapolis, 24 cents higher in that SEP contract to 9.18.5, but that is not a new high. That's about 3.5 cents off of the highs. While March is up 27.75 cents to 9.50.25, and that is 1/4 cent from the high. So spring wheat still strong, just like the other two. Cotton, it was down a little bit beforehand. It's added about 10 points to the loss. We're now down 71 points to 116.97. That gives me the opportunity to bring in our next guest analyst. It's Todd Horwitz from Bubba Trading. He's in Chicago. Todd, thanks for joining the show. Okay, we're out of corn, and it looks like we got a lot of beans. What do you think?
Yeah, listen, I think that that this is just, kind of a holiday week kind of trade. Trade is light. I think they're going higher. This has been my message, that nothing has changed. In fact, I would suggest that for the economy, for people, it's getting worse, which means that for farmers, prices should be going higher, and I think that they will. There's really, you take the weather, you take the shortages, you take the high cost of fuel, which keeps going up again, and along with natural gas, and suddenly you've got reasons for much higher prices. And if you're not going to get the higher prices, they're not going to plant, and they're not going to be able to function, and we're going to have less. So I think that everything lines up for a very nice, solid fourth quarter and a big rally coming forward.
Yeah, we have to pay attention to those things because they're definitely going to be in front of us through the windscreen. I think you're exactly right. And if you look at, say, even the strength of the dollar, I just went over to take a peek at it while you were talking. We'll bring that up real quick. But again, that's pretty strong too there. I mean, 109.44 was the high. We're just underneath it right now at 108.71. And either way, 108 is still expensive, right? I mean, and we're already seeing a stronger dollar when our customers are already weak anyway. So to a customer that doesn't have any money, the dollar keeps getting stronger. So at some point in time, these things are going to bite. And that's something we got to start thinking about, because I don't think our economy is doing very well at all, and especially in Europe.
I think Europe is a total disaster, but we know things can run this way as well, right? It's usually not isolated. And of course, the central bankers, starting with Jerome Powell's message on Friday, I thought we had transitory inflation. What happened? Now we're going to have to suffer some major pain? Really? Okay. And none of these are good signs for the consumer.
Oh.
They are better signs for the cost of goods. However, who can afford to pay for them with the current economy?
Right. And I don't get how that was a surprise what he said on Friday. I mean, we've been talking on my show about he's going to run the economy into a ditch to get in front of inflation. I mean, that's just that was his only plan. But I guess a lot of other folks didn't see it that way. I don't know. Who knows? We're going to go away. Stay right there. We're going to go pay some bills, Todd. We're going to come right back and talk more with Todd Horwitz from Bubba Trading in Chicago after these messages. All right, welcome back to Market Day Report. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you want to see more about my other media appearances or what I might write about or anything like that, the best way to do that is at Scott the Cow Guy on Twitter. At Scott the Cow Guy on Twitter. I park everything there so you can kind of get to know me a little bit better. That'd be a great place to see you, so sign up there. at Scott the Cow Guy on Twitter. But as for now, let's take a look at what these live cattle prices are doing in Chicago. Why don't we move over to Chicago live cattle prices? October is up three ticks to up by 7 cents, 143.12. Again, this is quiet, folks. We got a 1 tick loss in D's right behind it to 149.07. So nothing really happening in the live cattle as we speak. Now, feeders have to deal with that higher corn board, and this is how they're dealing with it. We've got September off $2 to 180.20, and we've got November off $2.10 to 183.07. So that'll give you an idea about feeders and how they're handling that higher corn board. And then finally, lean hogs. They were just a little bit better, and we're even putting on some more real estate since the last time we looked. October's up $1.35 to 92 even. That's just 32 cents off the highs. And Feb's up $1.22 to 87.70, and that's a dime off the highs. So lean hogs looking pretty strong as we speak. All right, let's bring back in Todd Horwitz from Bubba Trading in Chicago. Anything stick out to you when we look at these livestock prices, Todd?
No, I think they're fairly priced, Scott. I think we talked about this. I don't think there's a lot of room to go a lot higher, barring some emergency, some disease, something that comes up. But I don't think they're going lower. I just think that we're going to be in this range, and we're going to be kind of trading the economy. And I think that they will be more linked to the price of oil and the price of crude. And as that stuff goes higher, it'll bring in less demand. But I think you're right now. Feeders are probably on support. Fats are a little bit above. And I think they're going to kind of hang in these ranges unless something big happens. And, we've seen pretty much the brunt of it, and we've got the message that things are going to be painful. And here's our prices. So I think this is kind of where we're going to be. Like I said, I think they look good. I think they're going to stay here, or at least work tinily or smaller higher. But I don't think they're going dramatically higher.
All right. Great content. Always is good stuff. Really appreciate you coming on. That's Todd Horwitz, Bubba Trading in Chicago. We're going to bring him back here to Nashville so I can throw this over to Janet.